Hello everyone, it's been a minute since we've uploaded, but we're back with another Grom video. Now, for those who are new to this channel and visiting for the first time, let me catch you up to speed. A few weeks ago, we picked up the swapped Honda Grom from Arkansas and we brought it back to Illinois, where we immediately started taking it apart to find the good, the bad, and the ugly. For the bad, it was just some blemishes on the plastics, as well as a worn out chain roller that was super loud and annoying. So the first thing we did was deleted the chain roller and did a 428 chain and sprocket conversion. We also shipped out the gas tank to get it extended by an extra gallon by Paul from PLR. We went ahead and installed a new low mounted exhaust, bottom wrapped the plastics, and then when we got the tank back from Paul, we then went ahead and started to put everything back together and started up for the first time with the new exhaust. However, we quickly shut it off because I smelled gas. So now that I got you caught up to speed, I'm happy to let you know that the gas leak was just from the fuel pump not being seated correctly. But while I had the fuel pump out, I went ahead and replaced the fuel filter because why not? I also replaced the headlights, but unfortunately, I accidentally deleted all the footage, so that's my bad. But let me know in the comments below if you're interested in a dedicated detailed video on how I made this all fit, and if I get enough interest, then I'll rip it all apart and redo it. Next, it was time to install this Peak Design phone mount since I have a Peak Design case. At first, I wanted to mimic my old Adventure Grom setup and mount it horizontally on my Pro Taper bar. This orientation is how I like to view maps, and I just think it's a cleaner look overall for the bike. But after messing with the angles for a little and admiring how great this looks, I remember that it was extremely annoying trying to use my phone on the road when it was locked horizontally. And because of that, I had to constantly detach it and do what I need to do vertically and then reattach it horizontally. So I made the decision that moving forward, I'll be using my phone vertically for better ergonomics. However, that meant that I would have to move the mount to a different spot since the phone would be blocking the dash. And last but not least, to install this charging block. Whenever I install these, I like to get one with an SAE connector so that I can use it for my battery tender when the bike is not in use. However, the one I got was wired too closely to the battery terminals, and I like to have access to the SAE connectors without removing the seat every time. So I went ahead and extended the wires and routed them to the side of the bike, where I found the perfect spot. A small enough opening between the fairing and the frame, and I would be able to grab the connector whenever I needed it. As far as the charging block itself, I mounted it in the exact place as my last Grom, but I went a step further and pieced together a clean charging wire setup because I didn't want the wire to be dangling around while I was riding. So I used a bunch of USB-C adapters and routed the charging cables the same route as the brake lines. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any 180 adapters that would fit my case properly, so we'll make do with this monstrosity. Hopefully in the near future, Peak Design comes out with their own wireless charging option, but for now, this will do. Alright, we got some exciting news. The vehicle that we imported from Japan, it arrived last week, but all week I've been making sure all the paperwork is correct, all the invoices are paid, and we just got the green light that has been released from customs and is ready to be picked up. Nonetheless, I will update you guys when we actually leave to go to Texas and we start a whole new adventure there. So yeah, see you guys in 2 days. Alright, so go towards Chicago for now.
Okay. Go towards Chicago for now.
Yeah.